If you think back to the 1990s and the tragic events at Columbine High School, or even more recently the shootings in Uvalde, Texas, or at Sandy Hook Elementary School, the biggest concern that comes up in those events is that there was not a unified response from police, fire, and emergency services and ambulance. This morning we're getting together as a group of first responders, firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, and law enforcement officers working alongside each other to train on the disciplines of the rescue task force concept, stopping the killing and stopping the dying. Law enforcement stops the killing by neutralizing the threat so that rescue task forces from fire and EMS can go in and stop the dying. So what we focus on today is unifying fire, police, and EMS under one unified command. You'll see law enforcement elements protecting fire and rescue elements, all in ballistics protective equipment, vests that are designed to stop bullet penetration, helmets that are designed to do the same. And we're all going to learn each other's disciplines and actually entry into the school tactically and going to find victims and then removing those victims out to a casualty collection point where they'll be able to be evacuated by ambulance and onto the hospitals. My name is Gerard Christian. I'm the clinical supervisor for Stewart's ambulance service here on the Seacoast, and I'm serving as the drill master for today's active shooter hostile event response drill here at the Hussey School.
Today we started this morning with classroom portions. We have one group that is working on the actual RTF tactical movements. We have another group that's working on bleeding control. And then we have another group that's working on quick assessment and removal of the patients.
And what we're focused on today is, God forbid an active shooter event happened in this building or anywhere in our community, the response to that is going to be tailored and changed based on the conditions that we find in that event.
In an active shooter situation, law enforcement attempts to stop the event from occurring. But what we were finding out is in between that time, there were people in areas where we could go in and rescue them.
So collectively, the three departments have designed this for our community here in Berwick. This is based on national standards. It's based on national best practices that are taught by FEMA, Homeland Security, endorsed by the FBI, and trained on throughout the United States. Fire departments will acquire structures and burn them down to the ground for the sake of testing the tactics that they use when it comes to fighting live fire in a building. Law enforcement officers will go to gun ranges and run tactical drills for the sake of honing the skills that they need. In order to respond to an active shooter or hostile event, we need to mimic in sound, in sight, creating a positive training environment for your first responders so that when the time comes, should something like this happen in our community, we are prepared.
I'm going to give you a placard. That is what your issue is. Some of you might be dead, some of you might have bleeding, some of you might be hysterical.
Oh.
Please, if you're hysterical, please be hysterical.
I want to.
You're going to be strategically placed throughout the entire building. Okay, so this first evolution is going to involve the gym, the caf, and the library. They should be finding this. They should be looking at this. They should be determining whether or not you are going to be saved or left behind. Okay. Last year we had them tell the people that were walking that go, get out of the building, walk right out of the building. If they tell you to do that, do that. You guys all need to make sure you have no weapons on you. Then we're going to put this on your body. This is our indication that you are a victim, and this needs to stay on you the entire time. I'm going to put you in places specifically to make it harder for them, because I want them to have to search for you. I want them to have to find you.
Okay.
Just like it was a real life situation. If you don't want to be in zip cuffs, please let me know, and I'll make sure I won't put you in one of those.
ASHA stands for Active Shooter Hostile Event Response Training. An active shooter hostile event is a mass casualty incident in and of itself. It has a specialty response. And so that specialty response is the Rescue Task Force Unified Command concept. All of the rest that we talk about throughout the course of the training that you're about to watch.
So, all of you have already been broken up into RTFs on a staging sheet. When we begin this, those of you that are participating that weren't in the command group earlier are going to go out front to the front of the school. Dylan over here in the corner is going to be your staging officer. We're going to do this 3 times, so there are 3 separate evolutions. Is everybody tracking on that? Yes, sir. We're going to have the fire alarms going off. There may be other noises that are happening. Hearing protection is around. Has everybody here been cleared? Law enforcement that have actual weapons, are you guys all clear, ready to go as well?
Yes.
Okay, good. If you were in the command group with Andrew, please go find him now, and you're going to go out to the command post. Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we begin? Okay. Everybody that's actively participating in RTF, please go outside the staging. Dylan, you'll have to start breaking them up, okay?
And last year was really the first time that we did the combined police and fire training. The swatting event in Sanford sparked, hey, this really can happen here. And are we prepared for it to really happen here?
Be advised, Cannon off-duty officer, multiple gunshots in the building, otherwise 50 multiple children in the home down in the body.
Stand up and rock your eyes.
Zoom it out! Get more impressive like that. Okay, ready, bud? Stand up.
One hiding, one down. Stay there. Anybody else in here? Yep, we got 2 in here, 2 hiding. I got one over here.
416, one in the main, at least 2 RTF teams in here.
Wait here. Could you move? Are you hurt? You're okay? We got 1 down.
One down. And this guy's completely unresponsive. Yeah, we gotta go back with our contact team. We'll help these guys, and when they come out, we'll go out with them. Alright? Stay with me. Is he part of your team? Is he part of your team?
No, you did that.
Okay. Exiting right.
Every time we've done this type of training, that first evolution is sort of like the shutter start.
You guys did a great job. You did what you were told. You went in as a contact team. You identified the need for more rescuers. You came back out. We got some RTFs, and we went back in. Does everybody know the total number of victims that were in there? So there are 12. Raise your hand if you didn't get found. Sorry. So, are you a Berwick taxpayer?
As first responders, we do banter back and forth a little bit with each other. It is our coping with kind of how heavy this is. It's not meant to be disrespectful, and it allowed us to have a spirited conversation about some of the problems with that first evolution to expand upon for the second evolution.
Just hear me out, okay? There are going to be times where these people are down in hallways, down the end of closets, that kind of stuff. In that gym scenario, on that first blush, You guys thought you had cleared it out. You had a deceased victim in the far corner. You had two that were closer to you. You grabbed them. You got right out. Awesome.
The contact team that went into the library.
Initially,
I heard your radio.
One unresponsive, one with a groin wound, is what I
Okay.
said. The camera guys threw me off.
Right.
So they're going to invest for the camera guys. Because they got these, and all of us have these. The actors have these.
Yep.
So now we've all done it. The next one will be better. Let's see where they're at.
The responders, they don't know who is and who is not a threat. The camera folks that were trailing us were not in the same out-of-play green vests like myself and the other instructors were. It made sense to us that an extra out-of-play vest would be something that was easy to put on the guy that's got a camera and eliminate that issue.
Just head back to command.
The responders picked up on a better way to manage their interpersonal team-to-team communications. You see officers kind of using hand signals to try to get other teams to move in other directions. You get their interpersonal communication without even saying a word.
Grab water, get hydrated. We'll come back, we'll debrief and run it one more time, okay? Everybody sound good?
From Evolution 1, 45 minutes later to Evolution 2, we've already started to adopt high-functioning team dynamics.
Was your cuff was hysterical?
I could be hysterical.
Okay.
I'm not hysterical this time.
You said you want to be hysterical.
Oh, I
so
can
go.
be. Oh.
Who's hysterical?
I'm not. I can't be hysterical and be dead. All three of you are going to be passed from the
Go! Take cover! The shot's fired! Come on, let's go! Take cover! Bring it down! Let's go!
Down the stairs? Was much better.
By the time we get to Evolution 3, now we're in the basement. Now we're going down those stairs. And now we've got in and down, multiple classrooms on the first floor, multiple classrooms in the basement. How do we get out of here? My general feeling about the way the training went is incredibly positive. We're training to identify those things now so that when the time should come, it's a known quantity.
You did a very nice job of methodically clearing that and leapfrogging your way through that hallway. It was very, very good.
It was beneficial for us to see what our rescue crews go through.
Okay, out this way, guys.
They know what they're doing, and they seem very organized, and for them to have an opportunity to practice rescuing people from a building. It's a very beneficial training.
This is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when an event like this would happen in a community like ours. And we pray every day that it doesn't, but when it does, should it arrive, we're ready.
It's not something we ever want to have to deal with, but it's important to be prepared, and without practicing ahead of time, you couldn't be prepared.
I am continually impressed by working with the departments that we all represent. Everyone here is committed to drilling and exercising this and ensuring that not only do we practice in our own communities, we bring our mutual aid partners from both sides of the river, unifying fire, police, and EMS under one unified command and under one mantra of trying to do the most good for our community here in Berwick.